Hey guys. Hey guys. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl, Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. Hey 50 plus. Man, I was trying to get back into your chat. I really was. And I stepped away from the computer, and by the time I came back, you were off. So I was there. I was about to say, I'm back. Can't get rid of me like that so easily, so quickly. Let me position this a little better. I'm trying my best to get my display better and right, but it's not always working out the way I would like. Like this book is way more wide than the other. How's your day, 50? What up, Tatted? How you been? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Here we go. This is what I have to do. Bam. So you can kind of see all of them. How you been, Tatty? How was your day? I hope you're not bored. I need to put another book up here. Like I need to get a brand new one and just put it there because y'all know this is my go-to book whenever I'm doing like quotes. So how about you just been lounging around? You still lounging around? I need you to do something else. I'm going to just put these two up because since it's all broken, might as well take it down. But I can, however, put someone else's book up and show some love to another author. Oops. I could always do that, right? The love don't always just got to be about me. So how you guys doing? Hey, Life with Nicole, what's going on? I'm trying my best to get my little display right. At least trying, you know what I mean? There we go. Now it's all the way out the frame. Look, y'all, I'm going to get it right soon. I'm going to get it right. About to take a nap. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. Thank you for stopping by. Life with Nicole. What up, Brooklyn? We've got a member. We've got a member. And it's Brooklyn Cord Cutters. Hey, Brooklyn, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. I have somebody else's book up here today because mine, there we go. That's much better. Because mine, the pages are overly destroyed. The cover is overly destroyed. So might as well save a spot for another author. This one is by Pastor Kim, if you guys know who she is. Pastor Kim wrote that book, so you can check out her book. Go to her channel, go check her out. Oh, snap! We've got a member, a brand new member, and it's Coyote Cage. Hey, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good to meet you. I feel like this is the first time we're meeting. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. So y'all, how was your day? Ooh, let me share out the stream while you guys tell me how your day was. I'm over here. The lighting ain't that great either. So tell me how your day was while I go and share out this stream really quick. I'll tell you how mine was in a moment. Because boy, do I have a story to tell you. Boy, do I have a story to tell you. Put it on my thing. Let's talk about life. I don't think that's a topic that goes old, that dries up, because there's so many different angles you can take talking about life. Talking about life. You can take it in so many different directions. Let's talk about life. And that's one place. Let me share it on Twitter. Coyote Cage, how was your day? I'm still just sharing it out. That's why I'm a little paused. So I apologize. All right, done with that. Oh, snap. We have a member. We have a member. And it's C. Dupree. Hey, C, what's going on? How you been? How was your day? What's going on? And by the way, I don't even know how I look, so let me just see, because that other one was on a commercial break. Let me see. Let me see. I'm good. You're blessed and highly favored, right? I know that's right. Oh, the lighting is like dark. It's a little dark, darker than my liking. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? It's the content that matters. I woke up this morning. I went to work. Work was good. I got a lot done. I'm working on a project right now, and it's cool. I've been trying to, if you guys don't know, come back on Saturday, August 1st, starting at 7 to 9. We're going to have our first Be the Difference book signing for authors. So it's a virtual book signing. It's me and a few other authors that will be here, 6 of us in total, some that you may not even know. So it'd be cool just to hear their stories and what their books are about. And, I'll be there as well. I'll be there. So you can check that out. I have to plug that as often as I can. Also, you can check out this article that I was featured in yesterday. It was posted. If you go to my Instagram, BTD so that's B as in boy, T as in Tom, D as in dog, LLC. You can check the article out there. I was tagged in it and I reposted it. It was really cool. I still haven't read it, so I need you guys to tell me what it looked like, what it sounded like, if it was good. So that was that. And then what's the other thing? That's pretty much it. So these books right here, these 2 are my books, and this one is Pastor Kim's. I couldn't fit mine on there because the cover is too damaged, so I didn't put it up there. But you can go to my website, BeTheDifferenceLLC.com, to check it out. Hey, she extra, what's going on? She extra, read all about it. How you been? How was your day? Good to see you again. Y'all, I had some socks on and it's just too hot. These are socks that came from the Be the Difference line. But the only reason why I have them is because there's some spelling errors in there and I couldn't sell them. So I said, I'm not going to throw them in the garbage. I'll just wear them. So I really can't wear them anywhere. Unless somebody goes to try to read my foot and be like, you spelled that wrong. And I'm like, it wasn't my fault. So the company reprinted them and I sold them. These socks, this particular style, this one is spelled right. This particular style was sold about 3-4 years ago, maybe. And I call this the anti-sock. So we should be the difference against depression. And then the specs, they're all a reminder of like bloodshed, like how gory and like how much you lose, like the pain of it all. And then I have broken homes on this side. Let's be the difference against broken homes. You know, the stop sign. So that's pretty much what this was all about. I hope you sign my book. Of course, Brooklyn. I wrote a nice little note too. A nice long note. You're probably gonna laugh at it. I'm good. She extra. So then I stopped at the health food store because I've been trying to get some supplies, all while trying to watch the watermelon challenges that Life with Nicole did, that was Stephanie Hype Man 50 and Climbing did, and that Carter's Eat did. So I was driving, watching them, and trying to comment and walking in the store all at one time. So, and when I'm on my cell phone, I can't add people the way I would like to say hello, and I couldn't do that. So whatever. But the challenges were cool. You guys need to get around there and watch them if you haven't already done so. Yeah, of course, I'm going to support you, Life with Nicole. I support everybody. It doesn't matter. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, I support no matter what. Because at the end of the day, guess what we are fighting, guys? We are fighting the ability to not go back to the way we used to be. We are fighting the ability not to react emotionally because your emotions are on high. We are fighting against what we've learned how to do to cope. And so that's why I say no matter what, good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, I will still do my best to remain me and support. If y'all only knew the kind of things that I had to endure, you'd be like, wow. And it's not like really, really bad. It's not bad, like earth-shattering things, but it's definitely things that I had to see firsthand and deal with that I would never wish anybody else to have to deal with. But that's why we're talking about life today, guys. So a friend of mine is going to have surgery tomorrow, same day surgery. That hot sauce, love your eyeball. Same day surgery tomorrow to replace their pacemaker. And I was gonna take a nap before this and be like, let me take a nap real quick and, kind of be refreshed instead of being tired. But I say, let me reach out because you never know. You never know. So I was very thankful that I reached out and at least said hello and checked on them to make sure they're okay. And hopefully that'll ease their nerves a little bit more when they're, going to the hospital tomorrow to get their procedure done. It's a routine procedure, but never ever does everything, and never ever is anything routine when somebody has to cut you open. I don't care how same day surgery they make it seem. Once you cut flesh open and have it exposed, your insides exposed to outsides where it's not supposed to be exposed, anything can happen. So same day surgery or not, it's still very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Well, life, this is why we need to continuously be kind to each other no matter what. Which brings me to the story. Y'all remember Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? You want me to sing the song? I don't remember the word. I don't remember all of the words, but I'll sing it anyway because you know. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose, and all the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. I forget the words. Something like that. Then all the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. Let poor Rudolph. They wouldn't let poor Rudolph play in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa ran his sleigh. You said, I got some big trouble, man. We can't light the way. Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide the sleigh tonight? You never know when there's a Rudolph around and in a dire, desperate situation, Rudolph comes to save the day. I wonder how those other reindeer must have felt when they couldn't function without being guided with some type of light or doing their normal routine because the weather was so bad and the maker, the most important person that they were carrying, they couldn't let down. But here go Rudolph, the same one that they all despised and rejected and made fun of and wouldn't let them play and let poor Rudolph play in any games. Rudolph could have said, heck no, we going all down today. Didn't you dislike my little red nose? Wasn't I too awkward to be in your little reindeer games? Wasn't I having a big red nose? You guys used to make fun of me, right? Poor Rudolph, right? All those years, Rudolph was just there, just couldn't help being who Rudolph was, being bored and different with the red nose. But all along, that red nose saved the day. Be careful how you treat anybody, because they could end up saving the day. And then you're not as special as you thought you were. Because Santa said, no, we need Rudolph, not you. Not you, not you, not you. But imagine how Rudolph felt before he knew that he was going to play such a specific, particular, intricate role to save the entire Christmas day. Not only did he save Santa and his fellow companions, but he saved Christmas. Because without Santa delivering all those packages to all the kids, Christmas would die. But little old Rudolph, the awkward one with the big red nose, saved everybody. But before that could happen, he was bruised and abused, made fun of, talked about, hated, center of every joke. You can't play, Rudolph, go away. But everybody else used to play around, you know what I'm saying? The little reindeer games, they used to do their reindeer games, and poor Rudolph would be like, well, can I play? No, get out of here. You got a big red nose. Get out of here. You corny, you don't fit in. Bring it to reality, guys. How often have we made fun of Rudolphs? How often have we been part of the reindeers, the herd mentality, and just made fun of Rudolph? And it turned around all along that Rudolph was the same one that could choose whether to save everybody or let everybody go. The weakest link became the strongest and most needed. Be careful, guys. I'm not digging in trash, climbing out. Some people have to dive through trash to find a treasure. Hey, Pinnas, how are you? Hey, Kane, how are you? She always watching the ads. I'm not digging in trash. I climbed out. Some people have to dive through trash to find a treasure. Oh, so you basically saying, Coyote, you know, before you even have to go through the garbage to figure it out, you're going to just take it for face value, everything. Thank you, Jazzy J. I appreciate you. Mrs. Brooklyn, hey, did you? Okay, we don't have to come off subject real quick. Are y'all going to do the salad challenge? Hi, Shewana's Creative Circle. How are you? Thank you for the super chat, too. I appreciate it. We all have a part to play. Absolutely. And Rudolph had no clue that his red nose would save the day. You imagine how many times when Rudolph was by himself, man, I wish I didn't have a red nose. Maybe everybody would like me. You know how many times maybe Rudolph tried to cut that red nose off? Because we only hear the song and dance of it all. But let's dig deeper. This is why I say we have one life. Because within that one life, we can positively affect or positively defect and negatively affect another. But we have one choice, one life to choose and live. So what you gonna do? Back to Rudolph. For years and years and years before this big storm came up, he grew up with his peers and his colleagues. But he had the awkward red nose. Nobody wanted to be around. Imagine him having to go to lunch by himself all the time. Santa didn't know all this because he don't mess with that. I'm sure he would have said, behave. But you can't make people behave if they don't want to, even if you say behave. Kind of like the ability to use our free will. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and turn on your notification bells. And speaking of free will, kindly give me a thumbs up or down, whichever you feel more comfortable doing, which I really don't mind because I prefer you, and Hello World and Be the Difference prefers that you practice using your free will, because so often than not, we do not know how to use our free will. And sometimes we use our free will and not realize that the free will choices that we make can positively affect or defect or neglect or affect another. That's why every little step you take, you got to be conscious of what you're thinking, because every little step you make can hurt or harm each other. Just like C. Dupree said, we all play a part. Whether we realize or not, directly or indirectly, we all play a part in each other's lives. So what part do you want to play? Do you want to be the crowd that just ignored little old Rudolph and then realizing one day he's going to be the one celebrated all over the world? Because had it not been for Rudolph, all them kids wouldn't have nothing down. Santa wouldn't get his cookies. Those milk and cookies would be spoiled. Kids wouldn't get their presents. Hey, Deborah, how are you? She said, I didn't have to dig to find you or anyone I care for. You're so smart. Aw, Coyote. I feel like this is the first time I'm meeting you, though. But think about it, y'all. Sometimes we have to really sit down and digest what our soul is doing to itself and then to others. Y'all can get this t-shirt at Lord. Oh my goodness. How did I forget her name so quickly? Keely. My bad, y'all. Go to Keely's page and grab this t-shirt, man. We can't forget. The past was about a month ago. That's how they leaving it. We can't leave this in the past. Never forget. Humanity first. But think about it, right? Here we go. Rudolph by himself, the orphan reindeer by himself. He could have been received just because he was different with his red nose. The group could have received him. Maybe they wouldn't feel as embarrassed when he was the one to save the day. So now, fast forward to after Rudolph has to save the day. How you think he's going to feel initially when everybody's like, come on, play with us now. You saved the day. Wait, hold up. Hold your reindeer hooves back. Hold it back. How you going to want to play with me after all the things and the years that you mistreated me? One life, guys, we can positively affect or not. We can do so much better if we choose to live our lives together rather than separate. There should not have to be a Rudolph in sight. Not one. It wouldn't have had to be like Rudolph saving the day. It's just been like he just cool, doing his thing. I wonder who even made up that song if they were thinking about it like that. Think about the steps you take, guys, the next steps you take in your life. And I always have to put this little thing inside. There's some people who are really terrible people. Like, I truly believe out of the whole entire population, nation, Earth, there's probably about 5% that are really absolutely evil. I really believe that. But since we don't Since the chances and the odds of us meeting that 5% are very slim, we ought to take care of each other and be kind, because we have one life. And remember when I was talking how I always talk about the legacy? How do you want to be remembered? Do you want to be remembered as the crowd? Or do you want to be remembered as poor little Rudolph? Even though you may say he poor little old Rudolph, but he shined to save the day. Yes. I don't even know why I thought of that song, but it just reminds me of that one person. Rudolph could have made all these different decisions. One, again, forget Christmas and let everything just go to smittens, and also Santa too. Two, save the day and just do his job, despite whether they still would make fun of him or not, or accept him, whether he didn't care. Rudolph was just going to do what he was asked to do. Or three, turn around and be like, oh man, y'all was so mean to me all my Rudolph life. I don't want to be friends with you. And then walk away from being a reindeer. But you can't stop being a reindeer because he's Rudolph. And because Rudolph had a pure heart. Oh, Rudolph had a pure heart. Think about that too. Rudolph had a pure heart that he said, nah. He put his pride and ego aside. See, that's what it's like when you put your pride and ego aside, no matter how the odds are against you. How the odds are against you. When you put that pride and ego aside and you think about the bigger picture, you never know what you could be saving, whom you could be saving, and what lives you could be affecting positively just because you said, all right, my personal feelings don't matter for this very moment. Think about it, guys. It's real. Every single last one of us are Rudolphs. I don't care what you think. Throughout the course of our lives, we are all Rudolphs. Every single last one of them. None of you are left out without being mistreated, without being left out of the crowd, without being not the biggest person, with being awkward. And then one day you have the opportunity, and here you are making the choice on whether you save everybody, let everybody go, or do nothing at all. Thank you, Brooklyn. So what you gonna do? Let that pride die. That's all you should be thinking about doing. Oh, but Joy, it's just not worth it. Yes, it is. Because guess what? We've been saying it's just not worth it all of our lives. It's just not worth it. That situation's not worth it. They're not worth it. Think about when you were in your muck and mire. When you were the ugly spirit and soul. Somebody said, well, no matter what, yeah, I still see potential. Or maybe you don't even have to see potential, but you just see the fact that should nobody be left alone, left without the paddle. Remember we talked about let's not leave each other out of the boat because we have an island to get to together. Things won't change. Our world will continuously go round in the same situation, the same circle that it's been rotating in. If we don't put our pride aside, set our ego aside, and just be like, all right, let me go help. Because guess what? The same way you be like, all right, let me go help. It's the same way somebody could say that about you when you are at your least greatest. And you guys know how it feels when you are so down and out. We all know how it feels. I know how it feels to be down and out, wanting to get up out of the muck and mire and just hoping and wishing that at least one person to reach out and be like, Joy, how you doing? Where you been? At least one person. Y'all all know deep down inside that's how you felt. And then that one person saved the day. That little rain day, that little Rudolph came and saved the day. Don't matter how it can come. It could come in a text message. It could come in a letter. It could come by somebody calling you. It could come by someone smiling at you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to have a specific reason or rhyme. But it comes, and you will recognize that because your soul will always recognize when it needs to be activated. So, hey, Gigi, what's going on? So. Santa Claus depended on the same reindeer that nobody wanted to be around. The same reindeer that everybody made fun of. Put yourself in that position. Literally put yourself in that position, because we all have been Rudolph at one point in our lives. Put yourself, and remember, you have one choice, right? And that one choice will navigate the rest of your life, right? Because we have all these different doors that we can go through. Some good, some bad, some ugly, some great, some not, some whatever. Those are doors that we choose to go through. So what door are you going to go through that may lead the next 4 or 5 years of your life? Use the example of yourself. How would you feel? How does it feel? How does it feel if you were Rudolph? How would you feel? Put yourself in. I need you guys to go through that hurt, just so you can get that little piece of your heart and your soul, to get that little empathy in there, right? Because we will not feel empathetic to something unless we had an idea of how it felt or gone through it yourself. We need to tenderize this soul. You need the meat mallet. Dang, I feel like I'm going way back into 100 episodes. First 100 episodes. The meat tenderizer. Some of us need that meat tenderizer. Tenderize your soul. Tenderize your soul. Because you have one chance and one opportunity to get it right. That's what you're going to do. Anyway, you can choose to do whatever you feel like doing. But when you go to sleep at night, how do you feel? Oh, you probably feel good because you haven't had your heart, your soul tenderized yet. So you can consciously go to bed feeling great about treating Rudolph like trash. Until the one day it becomes obvious that you've treated Rudolph like trash, when Rudolph has to save, when your life is dependent on Rudolph. All of a sudden, Rudolph is the man. All in all, the whole idea, guys, for real, with this life that we live, this one little life that we live, which is only a blink in God's eyes, just a flash, we could do so many great things. So many great things. Let's not let ourselves become Rudolph. Well, you can't help it if you become Rudolph. But yes, you can. Because even if you are Rudolph, right? And you know you're awkward, you got the big red nose, it doesn't matter. If you feel confident in yourself, you wouldn't care if you were accepted or not. You wouldn't mind being alone. Don't matter. You can play with the snow. Or you can go to the next town and hang out with them. But just for thinking sake, If you were Rudolph, how would you want to be treated? How would you want to be feeling in any situation, circumstance? Put yourself in Rudolph's shoes so that your heart can be tenderized. So that maybe the next time you want to just other people away, like, well, okay. Not even a benefit of the doubt. Bunk that. Because our benefit of the doubts are based solely on how our perception is, not what the reality is. And sometimes our perceptions are so jaded and so bad that you end up still choosing the wrong thing. So put yourself in that position. How would you feel if nobody wanted you to participate in any activities? How would you feel if your boss only chose all of the other coworkers and left you? How would you feel if your entire family wanted to put you aside because of who you were or are? I'm just saying, you know it's not going to feel good. So with that one life that we have to live, let's stay together in and out of weathers. We can be happily ever after if we could be much better to the earth and society. Dun, 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 dun. So let's work together, building better communities, whether good or bad, happy or sad. Woo, 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 woo. It's possible. It's not impossible. I will never give up on humanity. I will never give up on anyone because of all the people that I've had to endure. And I know that I can endure a lot. I will still never give up on humanity because in my purpose, I really feel like we all deserve to know what it feels like to save the day, to be accepted, to be loved, to be respected. Every single last one of us needs that feeling, at least for one moment in your life, one season, maybe. So before we just say, whatever, think about the rippling effect that can have about just saying, whatever. The human heart and soul is not one to just be tossed and thrown away. You can't do that. We've done it too long, y'all. We've done this too long. We've thrown each other away too long, and we only have one chance, one opportunity. Imagine if you die, or whenever we die. Imagine whenever we die, we get to see the whole picture played all the way out, whether we chose whichever door. You know, there's the good door, the door that was glad to avoid, and then the door that's just like, dang, if I would have just done X, Y, and Z, put my pride aside a little bit, X, Y, and Z could have been so much better. And the rippling effect, all these other people who could have been positively affected by just my one little motion. Got you thinking, right? That's all I'm all about, is to get you thinking. Every action has a reaction. And every reaction, if you're not disciplined enough, if you don't understand, can cause greater reactions. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. It's time that we stop doing things the way we know best, because it doesn't work, right? Because it hasn't worked. And you know why it doesn't work? Because there's still too much division going on. There's still too much division going on in our nation, in our world. And it's hard. It's harder now because we have to stay 6 feet away from each other. I find myself now when somebody gets a little close to me, just being like, yo, back up. And I'm just like, Joy, you done conform to the okayness of being or not allowing another human being getting too close to you. Strangers. I'm not talking about people that know, but perfect strangers. I need to embrace perfect strangers for everything that they have to offer, and not necessarily touch, but you know what I'm saying. You just never know. A perfect stranger could give you the ideas that you need to start your business. A perfect stranger could give you the momentum to keep going when you're at your worst and nobody else can recognize it because everybody else just sees you as just you being you. But that one person that can see right past everything that you needed in your life to help you get back on track. We don't always have it together all the time. Not one of us. But when we do have it together, that's the opportunity to let that one little life that we live do some great things. $40. Hey, Manchi. Well, gaming, how are you? I want to say I will always pop up like a no good baby daddy, but I love y'all. Hey, Carry On. Hey, Vibes with Chola. How are you? Welcome. Coyote, you funny as ever. I'm so alive when I see you, darling. Aw. But imagine if I didn't work on who I am, and I'm a work in progress all the time, right? I will never, ever say that I've arrived. It's boring to be arrived. It means there's no more to go. I'm always going to be on the edge of needing to do better and pushing myself to do more and to endure more because you can take it. But imagine if I never saw fit to work on myself, y'all would not know me. I am so private as a person. I'm super private. I never even wanted to be on camera. I never ever wanted to be in front of a camera. I never ever wanted to put my name or face on anything, ever. I still have a problem with that to this day. But that's the kind of person that I am. I never wanted anybody to see what I look like, who I was, what my name is. And it's not because of being secretive. It's just because I guess I was afraid that somebody would do something to me. I don't know. Or maybe that I would have to be the person to take credit for something that I did. I never ever wanted to take the credit, but that's all gone now. I have no choice. You guys have known me for the past 500 and some odd days. And as you know, when I pop up into some chats, I cause and wreak havoc. So Verns would say. But it's all in love, though. But there would be no me had I not seen fit to not give up on people, on humanity. Because I could so be like you guys. I see a lot of messed up things all the time. Trust me. I'm not jaded to or I'm not ignorant to the fact that messed up things happen all the time. It happens to me firsthand sometimes. And I see it happening to others firsthand. But if I don't see past that, there would be no this. It's easy to be like, bunk that. But I ain't no quitter. I ain't no punk. And until a lot more people start seeing past all of the negative veils that are in front of our eyes, then I'll have to do it myself, I guess. But I know you guys are on it. My Twitch stream got shut down and I'm sorry. Britain Got Talent, you darling. Yes. Your thing blocked out. Not mine. I'm here. I ain't touch a thing. I saw you. You couldn't see yourself. Hey, Jills, what's going on? Never give up on people. Never. I will never give up on anybody. No matter what. No matter what. If I could tell you guys half of the experiences that I've had to endure, and I still do endure, but I don't talk about that because I see past. Well, I'm forcing myself to see past what it is. Because at the end of the day, when I look at this situation, I'm talking about my family now, y'all. So I'm not talking about anybody. I'm talking about my family. When I see past the situation, there's still a human being that is loved first by God, your maker, your creator, whoever. Because if God, your maker, creator, whoever loves them, then I should have some type of capacity to love them as well and see past all of their messed up ways and all of the things that they've done to me. Oh, you think I'm a fool for that, right? That's okay. But somebody has to do it. Just like somebody had to do it to see past your evilness, your meanness, your crudeness, your messed up ways. And now look at you. You're a bright and shining star. Every single last one of y'all in the chat, y'all bright and shining because somebody saw past that and said, you know what? Whether they recognized it or not, for whatever it is, they stuck around, they hung around because you wouldn't be who you are today if there wasn't at least one person who saw and still spoke life into your life when you had death written all over you. The coffin was shut, but they opened it up. They drilled a hole in that coffin so a little oxygen could get through so that you could breathe and then come out to be the person that you are today. Every single last one of us, including me. I may not even recognize who it was that saw past all of my icks, quirks, bad things, bad juju, bad vibes from time to time. Whatever. You know, I would never think that I could ever be bad. But I'm sure others could think differently and others may, which is fine. But that's great because then I can just use that feedback as a way to try to better myself every day. Not every criticism, negative criticism is a bad thing, y'all. We can learn, y'all. We can learn from even a negative criticism. We only got one life to live and try to do it peacefully each day. Because if we don't, then we will continue living this way. This world right now is messed up, but it's okay because we not giving up. Oh, y'all see that made sense? That whole thing made sense. I made that song up right from the dome. Point is, just like Carry On said, never give up on people. No matter how it looks, never give up on people. You can step back for a few minutes, but you never give up on people because no one or someone never gave up on you. And if you don't think that it's a human being, remember the God that created you, whoever you believe that to be, did not give up on you, did not let you drop and fall dead because you still had a purpose greater than yourself. That if you only recognize and do, how many lives you can impact and touch just because of you choosing to live one more life, being the best that you can. No matter how ugly things get, you can be all you can be. Never give up, y'all. And put yourself in Rudolph's shoes from time to time. Remind yourself of how it used to be when you are on the outside looking in. And not even necessarily you trying to fit in, but just not understanding why the outside, why the inside just didn't want you around. Rudolph may not have wanted to fit in, but just to understand and to know that a ton of people, the world, his entire world didn't care for him, made fun of him because he was awkward, looked awkward, maybe spoke awkward too. Just trying to understand and imagine that, y'all. You are Rudolph. Put yourself as Rudolph, looking inside, just wondering why. Oh, why? What did I do to deserve? Oh, because I'm a little different. You are Rudolph from time to time. So we all know how it feels to be in the crowd and outside of the crowd. And when you're in the crowd, remember what it used to be when you used to be Rudolph. Awkward, and now you just fit in. Remember what it was so that the cycle breaks. Because when you remember what it was, you be like, hold up, wait a minute, y'all, we can't do this no more. Because that used to be me one time. I used to be on the outside looking in, and y'all didn't accept me either. Remember that. So we can break the cycle. We absolutely can break the cycle. I proved it just now. Because you remember how it was when you never fit in. You remember how it was when no one wanted to sit next to you. All because you were a little different. Maybe you stunk a little bit. Maybe your breath was off a little bit. And now you'd have bunted a joke like, yeah, stinky breath. Nobody want to be around you. Always leaving peppermints around. Not because they want to help you, but because they want to get fun of you. You are Rudolph from time to time. And when you graduate out of being Rudolph, remember how it was. Because you can quickly return back to the way it was. Because, that crowd-like mentality can turn on you just the way it was accepting you. Kindness is looked at wrong only to weak, low-vibe people. I'm hard only for one reason, to protect. I was a girl who came from nothing, literally. Yes, only to the weak and low-vibe people. Yes. And you know what, Coyote? The weak and low-vibe people they are the ones that need the help the most. And they don't even know that they're weak. And when we have the opportunity to graduate into being accepted, remember how it was, because somebody else behind you is going to come up. Will you be part of the crowd to make fun of them because of their awkwardness? Or will you be the one to say, nah, we got to stop this? How is this helping society? Even if you end up being kicked out again, then you and Rudolph can create your own. No one should ever be like Coyote, feel like Coyote had to feel. No one should ever feel like how I had to feel or endure the things that I had to endure with my family. A specific person in my family, not the whole entire family, but a specific person in my family. None of us is exempt from being Rudolph. None of us was exempt when we were Rudolph. So, 53 minutes. Let's tread lightly and be kind. And remember that our one life, this one little precious life that we have, should be living in harmony more than anything. We should know harmony more than anything. And if you don't know what harmony is, seek it. What you seek, you will find. Hey, Mrs. Full Roller, how are you? Welcome. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. And I feel a lot too, y'all. So whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, I choose humanity first, always. No matter how good, how bad, ugly, or indifferent. Unless you're trying to kill me, that's a whole nother story, okay? There is the limit, just right there. That's the limit right there until you try to kill me. But anything else underneath that sun, I might be mad about, but I always remember humanity first, because if I can get out of the muck and mire and understand and see the beauty of nature and the beauty of the soul, then so can anybody else. You guys are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. I do not care how good things are, how bad things are, how ugly things are. I don't care how many mistakes you've ever made. Even if you made a mistake 5 minutes ago, I don't care. It doesn't take away the fact that you are still beautiful and necessary. Somebody needs you. That's how important you are. Someone needs you. Somebody is dependent on your smile. Someone is depending on whatever it is that you have to say. Someone is depending on you. That is how important you are. So before you decide to give up on yourself, on your dreams, on whatever it is, remember you are necessary and vital to a lot of people, more than you know. Don't think lowly of yourself. Even when you do bad, come back, restart. You are never too far away from redoing and being better. You are never too far. Again, until you try to start killing me, that's a whole other story. But you know what I mean. A lot of the things that we go through in life, they're so surface, but we feel it so deeply. But it's surface. If we could only let go of that ego and pride, how much further we can be. Let go of your pride, y'all. Let go of that ego, y'all. Let's make this world a better place today. Not like, oh, maybe the next generation. Bump the next generation. Let's do it now, y'all. Let's start to live and see what it feels like to have harmony and peace. All because you decided to do that with your one life. It's that easy and that deep and simple all at the same time. Yo, I was trying to make this face. I was trying to redo my pose. To my coworker. And every time I tried to do it, she was like, you know, you can't do it. I was just like, but what about it? I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, what about now? She's like, no. I was like, I know. And I was laughing the whole time because I think she was trying to see past, you know, the awkwardness that I was doing. I'm going to redo that face though, y'all. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Every time I turn my eye that way, that's when I start to feel crazy. Y'all never give up on people. I don't care what it looked like. Look past the surface and look at the soul. Start practicing looking at people's soul. And then you'll understand it ain't that bad. Even if the surface is deplorable, it's not that bad. We need to give each other a little bit more space and time to grow, to mature. If I didn't get the space and time to mature, if somebody or people weren't lenient with me, I would still be in my old ways. There's growth in humility. You can pick up any one of these books, well, these two books, at BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. Don't forget, this coming Saturday is the author virtual book signing. I had to think about it. Please come back. Let's show each other love, especially the other authors, some love, so that they feel good about whatever they have to present. So come on, guys, let's lift each other up, even with just by being in the number. Love, keto, so far. Hey, Sister Fifi, what's up? Octavia. I chose broccoli to hide behind. Hey, Octavia. It looked like a bush from afar. Remember, you are the same person that you make fun of, the same person that you don't include or exclude, the same person that you think is so awkward and not cool enough, the same people. Let me just put it generally, the same people. And remember, you used to be that individual. So there we go. Our world is getting better, right? You see, once you start having that little empathy and that peace of heart, 1 hour, I got to go. I apologize for being so long today. Again, if you want to get to know anything more about me or my company, go to BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. If you want this t-shirt, go to Keely's Instagram and tell her you want it. They do it in any color you can get. So just let her know you want it. I am here every single night between 7 and 9. Whatever you do with the rest of your evening, guys, I'm pretty sure I'll see you. Just make it great. Be the difference no matter what. No matter how it feels, just be the difference. Because until our world starts learning that it needs to do better, it's going to hurt. And you're a soldier, so it's going to hurt. Get back up, dust yourself off, and continue to be the difference no matter what. My name is Joy from Be The Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello World.